The rain was a solid curtain as I drove into Meridian. It wasn't a storm, it felt deliberate. The town was choked with an unnatural gloom, the buildings leaning together like tired conspirators. KMD station sat at the edge of town, a rusted hulk against the bruised sky. A lone security guard, Mr. Henderson, gave me a wary smile and a key. He'd been there for 30 years, he said, watching the place fade into oblivion. He warned me about the echoes, but I brushed it off. This was a job, not folklore. Inside, the air was thick with dust and a low, persistent hum. Monitors flickered sporadically, displaying only static, the kind that claws at your sanity. I began cataloging the equipment, meticulously noting each broken transmitter and damaged microphone. Then it started. A voice, buried within the noise, reciting snippets of 1,987 news reports about a hiker named Sarah Jenkins who disappeared near Blackwood Peak. The audio was distorted, fractured, like a memory struggling to surface. It felt personal. The voice grew stronger, more coherent. It started reciting Sarah's last known movements, her panicked pleas for help. Suddenly, the monitors began displaying images, grainy, unsettling glimpses of Sarah's face. They weren't recordings, they were projections. Her eyes followed me as I moved through the room, a chilling sense of being observed. The static intensified, vibrating through my bones, and the voice became a desperate, repeated whisper. Sarah? Sarah? I tried to shut down the system, pulling cables, flipping switches, but nothing worked. Then I looked in one of the monitors and saw myself. An older version of myself, weathered and haunted, staring back with an expression of profound sorrow. It wasn't a reflection, it was him. The voice intensified, not just in the speakers, but directly inside my head, cold and insistent. She's waiting. A sudden surge of nausea hit me, followed by an overwhelming sense of recognition, as if I had known this man for all eternity. Panic seized me. I ripped the power cord from the wall, plunging the station into darkness and silence. The voice vanished, but a chilling stillness remained, heavier than any sound. Sweat plastered my hair to my forehead as I stumbled out of the station, the rain continuing its relentless assault. I turned back to look at KMD, just wanting to know if it was truly over or if this was some elaborate prank. Later, back at my motel room, I examined the photographs I'd taken during my investigation. Amongst countless faded images of broken equipment and dusty consoles, one photo stood out. A close-up shot of Sarah Jenkins, smiling, holding a small, intricately carved wooden bird. The detail was remarkable. It looked brand new. I searched online for information about Sarah Jenkins. Her disappearance remained officially unsolved, a cold case buried in the archives of Blackwood County. That night, I returned to KMD station, driven by a compulsion I couldn't explain. As I approached the building, I heard it. The voice, fainter now, but undeniably present. Inside, the monitors were displaying images of Meridian, not as it was today, but as it had been in 1987. And there he was, my older self, standing before Sarah Jenkins, offering her the wooden bird. But this time, she wasn't smiling. Her eyes held an ancient sorrow, and she raised the bird to her lips. As I reached out to stop him, the reflection solidified. It wasn't an older version of me. It was Sarah Jenkins. She spoke, her voice a perfect echo of the one from the station, cold and unwavering. You've been listening for 30 years, Silas. The woods don't forget, and neither do I. The bird in her hand wasn't an offering. It was a recording device, capturing my every thought, my every fear, amplifying them to create the echo. The static didn't fade. It grew louder, encompassing everything. My mind began to unravel as I realized the truth. Meridian hadn't been haunted by Sarah Jenkins' disappearance. I had created the haunting. The recordings, the voice. It was all a meticulously crafted trap designed to lure someone like me, someone with a penchant for forgotten stories, into becoming